In the sprawling, neon-drenched city of Neoviridia, where chrome towers pierce the clouds, an orphan named Jian lived in the shadows. To the world, he was a ghost, a nowhere man, surviving on scraps and his wits in the underbelly of society. He believed his life was a cosmic mistake, a story with no beginning and a bleak end. But fate, as it often does, had a twisted sense of humor. One rain-slicked night, a fleet of luxury maglev cars, black as obsidian, silently descended upon his slum. Out stepped a man in a suit so fine it seemed to repel the filth of the streets. He was Lao, the head steward of the Dragon Clan, the wealthiest and most powerful family in all of Asia. Jian, cornered in a dead-end alley, expected the worst. Instead, the old man bowed. "Young master," Lao's voice was a low, respectful murmur that sent a shiver down Jian's spine. He revealed a truth that shattered Jian's reality. He wasn't a nobody. He was Jian Long, the firstborn son of the Dragon Clan, cast out at birth. The reason? A ridiculous prophecy whispered by a court mystic that the firstborn would possess the blood of the fallen dragon, a mark that would bring either ultimate ruin or unparalleled glory to the clan. Fearing the former, his grandfather, the iron-fisted patriarch, had ordered him abandoned, erased from their history. Jian laughed, a harsh, bitter sound. Him. The heir to a fortune that could buy entire nations. It was a cruel joke. He showed Lao his calloused hands, the scars from a life spent fighting for every meal. This was his reality, not some gilded cage. He told the steward to leave, to take his fairy tale back to his masters. But the Dragon Clan was desperate. Decades of vicious infighting, greed, and arrogance had corroded their empire from within. Their businesses were failing, their alliances crumbling, and their enemies were circling like vultures. The family's legendary dragon's heart, a unique genetic marker that granted them uncanny business acumen and influence, had diluted over generations of internal strife. They were a dragon eating its own tail. Their last hope was another part of that old prophecy. Only the tainted blood of the fallen dragon could reignite the family's dying flame. The very thing they had cast him out for was now the only thing that could save them. So, they sent Lao to bring him back, to beg the ghost they created to reclaim his throne. Jian found himself standing before the Dragon Clan's ancestral estate, a mountain fortress that blended ancient architecture with futuristic technology. He walked into the main hall, a vast, opulent space where the entire clan was assembled. They looked at him with a mixture of disdain, fear, and pleading desperation. His own father, a man he had never met, refused to meet his eyes. His cousin sneered at his worn clothes. His grandfather, the patriarch, sat on a throne-like chair, his face a mask of grim necessity. They offered him everything: wealth beyond imagination, power that could shake the continent, a life he couldn't even dream of. All he had to do was accept his birthright, undergo a ritual to activate his dragon's heart, and save them from themselves. He could see the venom in their eyes. They didn't want him, they wanted his blood. They saw him as a tool, a last-ditch cure for their self-inflicted disease. The offer hung in the air, heavy with the weight of years of neglect and hypocrisy. Jian looked at their pathetic, desperate faces. He saw the rot behind their golden facade. For a moment, a burning desire for revenge surged through him. He could take their offer. He could become their master, crush them under his heel, and make them pay for every cold night, every hungry day, every moment he felt worthless. He could become the ruin the prophecy foretold. But then, he thought of his life in the slums. It was hard, yes, but it was his. He had friends who would share their last piece of bread with him. He had learned to rely on his own strength, his own mind. He wasn't a nowhere man, he was a survivor. He had forged his own worth in the fires of adversity, a worth that had nothing to do with a bloodline or a bank account. Turning away from the throne, he faced the patriarch. "You threw me away because you feared a prophecy." Jian's voice was steady, clear, and echoed in the silent hall. "Now you crawl back, begging that same prophecy to save you. You don't want a son, you want a savior. But I am not your tool." He walked towards the massive doors, the clan watching in stunned silence. "My name is Jian," he declared, his back straight and proud. "Not Jian Long, and my worth is not for sale." He didn't look back. He walked out of the fortress, leaving the crumbling Dragon Clan to their fate. The neon lights of Neoviridia welcomed him back, not as an heir to a broken legacy, but as a man who had chosen his own destiny. The Nowhere Man had found his place, not on a throne, but within himself. The prophecy was right in a way he never expected. He had indeed brought ruin to the Dragon Clan, not through power, but by walking away and letting them drown in the mess they had made. And in doing so, he found his own unparalleled glory.